Okay, so today I'm getting ready to start a whole new project. This is completely separate from what I normally do. To be honest, I'm not an F1 racing fan. The last time I paid attention to F1 racing, AJ Foyt was the name. Okay, that should tell you how long. For those of you who are F1 racing fans, if you know who AJ Foyt is, that's when I was paying attention to auto racing. So haven't paid attention to it in years, but I still love the cars. The cars look fantastic. This kind of a car just is phenomenal. I absolutely love these. Looking into this book, these instructions are very small and very just, yeah, very a lot of stuff going on in here. I'm gonna have a hard time seeing these, I can already tell. But the cool thing though is you can tell just by the tires how freaking big this car is gonna be. And that's what I'm digging. I love the really large projects. I love the large builds. I love just, I don't want the little tiny cars like that. I want these massive, and yeah, these are just, and these were already assembled. So these came out of the packaging, which this one's backwards. I just now noticed the tires on this one are, can I take this apart? Hopefully, and fix this. There we go. Yay, it's fixed. So now all the tires are gonna be correct. All right, anyway, tires are massive. Can't wait to get into this one. This is gonna be fun. I have a feeling I'm gonna have a little bit of a hard time with this one, but it's okay. I'll figure it out and muddle my way through it, and we'll get this one done. All right, let's go. All right, so here it is. It's all finished. This is so large that I can't get it in the entire screen unless I really, really back up. And then you have to look at my ugly legs, so sorry about that. So anyway, real quick, if you don't have a cutting mat or you don't know anything at all about a cutting mat, each one of these little squares is a 1/2 inch. So there's a lot of squares from all the way back here. I think this is, well, let's just go all the way back to the end. Right about there is where this piece comes down. So that's the start of the ruler. There's 1 inch. And the front of this thing comes all the way over to this one right here, which there's 23. Yep, 23, 24, 25 and a half inches long. 25 and a half inches long. So that tells you how freaking massive this thing is. It is huge. It is insane. This is the most intense, crazy build I have ever done. So much so that this has an actual suspension in it. Hopefully that's showing up and it's not my hand just, look, my hand, suspension. No, it's actually got some, yeah, that's insane. And not only that, which I don't know if I'll be able to get to it now. Oh, I can. So there's the engine, has actual moving pistons in the cylinders. All that moves, which is just freaking insane to me. I love that. That's awesome. That is phenomenal. Now, this little knob up here, it's hard to do when it's sitting because there's too much weight on it, but I can turn this knob back and forth, which engages all the gears and all that stuff, which the steering wheel, yes, this is a steering wheel. You can barely see it because everything's black inside here, but the steering wheel turns. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it in there or not. I don't know if it's, there it goes. You can see it's actually turning, but that actually turns all the gears all the way up to here, and then the tires will turn back and forth. When it's sitting on it, when all the weight is on it, it's kind of hard to do. If I lift it up, which this really, I don't know if you just saw how much travel there is in that suspension. Yeah, now you can really see. So anyway, when I lift it up and take the weight off of it, it turns very easily. So that tells you how much, how many parts and how much plastic there is in here, that it's literally too heavy to sit on its own weight and turn easily. It still turns. It turns much just like a car or a motorcycle. It's hard to turn when it's going slow or sitting still, but the faster you go, that's easier to turn. So that's kind of the case in this one. The tires are rubber. This one here is very oblong. It's not completely round. It's more, which right there you can see there's the high spot, and then it kind of, there's a low spot there. So it kind of, that one tire, I think this is the only one that's really, really just ridiculously out of whack. I didn't notice it on the other one, and on these ones you really can't tell because there's nothing, you know, with this here it's easy to see it real quick and easy. But anyway, this one's all done. I'm ecstatic about this one. I finally finished this one. I have not put out a video in several weeks because I herniated my stomach and I have been down. I think the day before, 2 days before Memorial Day, I herniated my stomach and right at my belly button. So it's like the movie Alien, where the alien's trying to get out. Yeah, I've got one of those right at my belly button because that's where my incision for my back surgery was, and it's all jacked up. So I have been down for several weeks, and I'm probably not going to be able to have surgery on it because the VA sucks. So there's that. Yeah, they're telling me they're not going to do surgery on it because I'm fat and I smoke. So literally my doctor told me in the ER when I went on Memorial Day, it'd be a waste of our time to do surgery on you because you're fat and you smoke. Isn't that awesome? Thanks. Thanks, guys. So now I get to try to lose weight and cut back smoking, which is amazing to me because I've had 5 surgeries and I smoked through all 5 of them and I healed just fine. But that's needless to say, that's why I haven't been working. But I actually got some work done today and finished this project. So I'm happy to get that done. I have these are extra bags of extra parts. This is the Republic frigate from episode 1 that Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan at the very beginning, the ship gets blown up in the bay. That's that one. My wife got me the legit C-3PO for our anniversary today. Today's the 14th of June, so that's our 13-year anniversary. So, yay. I still have a bunch of these are my Christmas presents. And I've got a knockoff C-3PO, which I'm going to do both of those together. What was that one? Oh, that's a battle droid, the blue bag underneath the C-3PO. And then she got me a battle set, which the box was destroyed in mailing. But there's this little battle pack. And yes, as you can clearly see, the boxes did not make it. But we got this one as well. So these are upcoming future projects. All those were the giveaways for ordering a bunch of stuff. I'm dragging my feet with putting this stuff together because if you can't tell, my room is packed. I have no clue where this car is going to go. And what's even worse, I don't know if you can see it or not, I have stuff sitting out there on that shelf. And I have no idea where I'm going to put this car. So, my plan right now is I'm going to move this room to the basement where my woodworking shop is. And I'm going to build that woodworking shop out. All my woodworking tools and all my wood and all that stuff's going away. And I'm going to turn that into my man cave, which will have a ton more space in there. So this room will eventually become an actual bedroom and no longer a man cave. So anyway, there's a whole bunch of extra information that y'all probably didn't even want to know. And everybody's probably already turned off and tuned out. But anyway, that's what's up. There it is. It looks phenomenal. I absolutely love this. I'm gonna get more of these. I'm not a F1 fan. Like auto racing. I love the cars. The cars look awesome, but I don't like watching races and all that stuff. So anyway, that's it. I think I said at the beginning, now remember, I am making this video 2 months after I started it, I think, because this entire month has been a waste. I haven't done jack this month. So I can't remember what I said at the beginning of this. I'll find out soon, and I may edit some of this, I may not, but when I first started watching or kind of knowing about what F1 was, AJ Foyt was the big name. So that tells you how long ago I was interested in F1. Anyway, that's it. Glad this one's done, finally. I got my desk cleaned up a little bit. And this is all that's all the extra parts that I had left over. Not that many. That's kind of cool. So, all right, we're all done. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day. See ya.